We've finally made it to episode 7. The final 5 episodes I'll be previewing this season. If I missed anything, tough because I'm not going back to record more. There's a few shows I wanted to watch but haven't started airing yet. Or they have, but not for streaming yet. And there's lots of shows which I skipped over because they're sequels which I haven't watched the first one of, or I'm just not interested in them. Even more so than ones I did watch. But let me know what you think of the anime I'm going to review today in the comments. Let me know in the comments but also what you thought of the anime this season, because this is the 2021 Autumn Anime Preview from a different perspective. First up today, we have My Senpai is Annoying, a workplace anime from those wonderful, wonderful people at Doga Kobo. Yeah, this was made to appeal to me. Our main character, Futaba, is small. Small. Her colleague is tall. She's angry at tall. She's jealous because small. And just like that really cute video I'm referencing, My Senpai is Annoying is also cute. Is also fun. Because My Senpai is Annoying is most definitely not annoying. It's also quite a misleading title because her senpai, Harumi, is really not annoying. He's just a nice, big guy. And he really looks out for Futaba. He kind of treats her like a kid at times, but let's be honest, she acts like it. For crying out loud, she wants a Happy Meal because the toy looks fun. Although, who hasn't been in that situation going to McDonald's, seeing the toys fun, wanting a Happy Meal, despite being in your 30s? The show's fun. You got a fun bunch of characters. You've got the big-breasted co-worker. You got the dread-eyed co-worker who drinks water out of a vodka bowl throughout a day. You got the really annoying co-worker who is actually an annoying one, but not the senpai the title's referring to. And of course, you've got our main pair, Harumi and Futaba. Perfect couple, except in height, where they couldn't be much more different. What I'm trying to say here, this is a fun anime about workplace time with a small girl who is angry because she's small. But the tall guy's got a heart, and she also has a heart, and I'm beginning to ramble here, so just go and watch it. You can find it airing over at Funimation. First up today we have Shikizakura, a CG anime about a fighting series of school kids who fight off weird beasts, demon beasts attacking museums. Yep. I have no idea why the demon beasts are attacking, just they are attacking, although this being anime, they don't really need a reason to attack, because they'd normally just attack anyway. But our main character isn't one of those fighting people, at first. He's just a normal kid, a helpful kid, who on the way to school helps this lost girl try and find where she's going. As they're lost, she's trying to use a mobile phone to navigate where she's going. Reality says go down, and so she wants to go down into the sewers. Not realising it means turn around and walk that way. Yeah, this is... nobody would be like that stupid. Really? Okay, some people would be that stupid. But yeah, it's really testing the waters, that one. Our main character, Kaide, he's a friendly guy who survived a big cataclysm or disaster many years ago. And now he finds himself alone in his house summoning a servant. No, wrong anime. Okay. And so now he finds himself being friends with a relatively unpopular kid in school. He's not exactly hugely popular himself. Until one day, he's wandering around a museum and is attacked by those beasts. The fighting force managed to jump in and save the day, although their princess, the girl who was lost, if that wasn't obvious she was going to be the main character, don't know what it is sort of like trapped, and he saves her and falls down to his doom. But it's not to his doom. It's down to a cursed suit which he puts on and saves the day. But not before having an internal conflict with a suit, as the suit tries to kill the princess, but he says, no, you're not killing a princess on my watch. Shikizakura is a rather cheesy looking CG fighting force troop against demons, mystical, magical nonsense. It's not really a show which appealed to me. I mean, CG doesn't really appeal to me anyway. I watch some CG shows, obviously, but this one, no, there's nothing about it which I find appealing, except the main girl looks cute. I'll grant it that. But it's easy to do cute in CG anime. If you want to watch Shikizakura, you can find it airing over at High Dive. Next up, we enter the world of Garanndoll, a futuristic sci-fi mecha show which shows you can never have too much anime, unless you're a ruling party, in which case you want to ban this sick filth. Go back 2 years to a world much different from today, and instead of the new era starting in Japan, a rift another dimension opens and the world changes for the different. In comes a ruling faction who despises everything anime, only wants a pure original Japanese stuff, not altered for fun. It's got to be culture, not for pleasure. Say to that what you will, apparently anime is not culture. You get plenty of culture watching anime and watching anime fans. What type of culture that is, I've no idea, but I'll let you make your own jokes to that one. My main character is just a basic standalone guy. I mean, I'm not going to call him a nice guy. He's a geek who works as a host in a host club, the last host club in Japan. And he's apparently good at his job, despite the fact he doesn't know who the hell he's talking to at any point, because he's basically blind without his glasses. And now, Garanndoll is a mecha anime first and foremost, and so you're thinking, okay, this geek going to a host club, where's the mecha come in? Well, mecha invade the area, and basically want to destroy the entire area, because it's a wretched hive of scum and villainy. Or wretched hive of scum and anime, I think is probably a better description. Until this random mecha turns on the scene and tries to fight off the bad guys trying to destroy everything. Although, she instantly just fails. And so our main character is left in front of this robot with nobody in it. And he finds out that there's this weird little floating chibi girl inside. Inside a VR headset anyway. Who seems to get powered up by tropes. A lone hero entering an abandoned robot he finds abandoned in a battlefield. That's such a fantastic trope. She gets powered up, and when he doesn't want to do it, she gets powered down again. When his phone rings, he's got an anime theme tune as his ringtone, and that really hypes her up. And so, between all the cliche tropes and silly references here and there, she powers herself up, and they end up fighting off the big bad ninja robot, and manage to escape the scene. This is definitely going to be a loud anime, but not loud in a bad way. It's loud in a parody way. It reminded me a lot of, in a completely different light, Nadesco. Because Nadesco was always a bit of a parody anime, but not so much Nadesco, the sci-fi spaceship show. Nadesco in their references to their Estevalis and Gekigenga V. Estevalis and references to a Gekigenga. Garanndoll is Gekigenga basically. It's the same hot-blooded anime about fighting robots, trying to save a day, save our anime from these villainous fools who want to come in and take away all our pleasure. They may take our lives, they may never take our waifu. And boy howdy, the cute girl is actually very much a waifu because she's a battery girl. She gets out the back of a robot at the end of the day, and she is cute. If you want to watch Garanndoll, you can find it airing over at Funimation. And now from the ridiculous to the downright dull. Welcome to a world of deep insanity of a lost child, an anime which I forgot about. You know, it's the most recent anime I've watched of is the anime with the preview guide. I actually watched the next one before this one. That shows you what I was thinking about this one. And it left the littlest impression on me whatsoever. The only thing I can tell you about it is the main character faint standing up. And there's a bit of a wuss who wants to be a hero. They fight with sci-fi guns which appear out of nowhere, down in a pit. Basically they're investigating the Antarctic, fighting monsters, random disease, killing people, turning them into monsters, and we've got a kill. I really can't tell you much more about Lost Child, to be honest, Deep Insanity, because even though I've got the My Analyst page in front of me telling me about it and who the characters are, other than the main character being Shiguri Daniel Kai, I couldn't tell you who any of the characters are. Although one thing which does jump out at me from the page in front of me, and reminds me the name of a disease, it's Randolph syndrome. Don't know why that's funny, just made me chuckle a bit. This is a dark, gritty anime about invading a lost world underneath Antarctica, where any step could be your last. And for some reason, whilst recording this preview, my video got jammed and stuck here, corrupting the entire file, annoyingly, except up to this point. I'll just leave you a conclusion. This anime is not good. I don't recommend you watch it, although you can find it airing over at Funimation. And lastly, and by all means least, because this is the shortest series of a season, in fact, of the 29 shows I've previewed, this is the only short anime I've looked at. We come to a world of Kaginado, an anime with the same guys as Isekai Quartet. Although rather than adding together 4 or 5 Isekai series, this one is an anime presented and produced by Key, for people who made such anime as Clannad and Canon, and as you may have surmised, this is a crossover anime between Clannad and Canon, and Air, and Little Busters, and Rewrite, and Planetarian, and probably some other stuff which I'm forgetting. But these are short 4-minute episodes, so it's not going to be as entertaining and as meaningful, not what you can really call Quartet meaningful. It's not going to be such interesting stories as Isekai Quartet. But it's just going to be little comedy shorts. And they do try and cram a lot into this first episode, because they try to introduce the characters. They basically have a short clip of each of the characters, or the groups of characters anyway, getting transported to the Kaginado school. And also understand what we're doing, it's not a good way of doing it. Instead of really getting introduced to characters, we're just saying, okay, here's episode 1, here's a bunch of characters, thank you very much for watching. There's not much of content there at all. I mean, you get a few funny clips, a Nagisa on the stage, this being Nagisa as always. Misusa from Air looks remarkably like Yukyun from Well God Knows, which is kind of fitting even though it's wrong anime. Yukyun was based on Canon, not Air, but that's all a matter of a muchness. The real highlight though was Ayu from Canon, being arrested for stealing teriyaki pastries. Should you watch this one? Well, it really depends on whether or not you watched and enjoyed the other anime. If you did enjoy likes of Canon, Clannad, Air, I'm going to say Little Busters since that one's a different kettle of fish altogether. If you did enjoy those, give this a try. If you didn't enjoy Clannad, then go away, you heartless monster. You can find Kaginado airing at Funimation, High Dive, and Crunchyroll, so take your pick. And so that was my Senpai's Annoying, Shikizakura, Rumble Garanndoll, Deep Insanity, and Kaginado. 5 shows of varying degrees of interest. But let me know in the comments what you thought of them, and thank you very much for watching. Join me next season for more previews, and follow me on Twitch for regular streams, as well as videos here on YouTube. Until then, bye bye.